Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on here really quick before the episode starts and say we have a little bit of an outtakes, like behind the scenes little blooper at the end of this episode. So be sure to watch the whole thing or listen all the way through for that. Thank you all.
Good evening, and welcome back to Between Three Beards. I'm Trey.
No, the fuck you're not.
I'm Tyler. This is
I'm
Trey.
Trey.
This is Trey, and
Uh,
this is episode
That's
9.
right.
I fucked up. Sorry.
It's
Anyway,
good, man. Keep it going.
Anyway. Uh, how was your week?
It's okay.
It's
We're
okay.
just grinding through the work week.
Yeah.
I'm like lover boy over here, working for the weekend.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm working through the weekend.
Yeah. Working through Saturday
Working
and
for Monday
Sunday.
and Tuesday.
Yeah.
How was your week? Damn, sorry, Friday.
Man, my week was kind of shitty, honestly, because well, for everybody that doesn't know, you might know 'cause supply chain issues and everything, but like there was a chip shortage about a year ago, and it's still going on basically. So, and I work in engineering, so like everything that we work with has fucking microchips in it. So like,
Oh, I thought you meant like California Highway Patrol shortage.
no, not fucking
Like chips. The
the TV show.
Eric, Eric Estrada.
No. But yeah, so like everything we're trying to do is getting backed up or like something's happening to it. So yeah, it's stressful having to talk to customers and tell them like, hey, your shit's not gonna get done on time because
And
we don't have
don't
parts.
understand. They're like, oh, that just ain't gonna work for me.
No, like
It's
yeah,
not like, oh man, I understand. Like the whole everything's kind of a cluster.
yeah. I
You know
mean,
what?
it. Well, that's the thing. They don't realize. Okay, this is happening to pretty much everybody around the world. They just think, oh, if it's happening to just me, then what? Like you're trying to shaft me, but it's not. It's a worldwide thing. So,
Yeah,
but anyway, yeah, make sure you get.
yeah. That's a me in the Mario. There we go. Perfect. It's our little mascot. Pixel Pals.
Hell yeah!
Check them out. Good stuff.
But yeah, what you said you had a topic to start off with.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We're just
We'll get into that.
yeah.
Well, what do you think they're here watching to see?
Well, they just listen to us.
What if they don't want to listen to
The
us? What if they
handful
was
of
like,
viewers we got. Thank
shut,
you.
yeah, shut up and get to the topics?
Okay. I mean,
I'm just kidding. Like whatever you go ahead, man.
No, so I didn't mean to move that.
I had it in a good. I had it in a good spot.
Oh, hang on before we get into that. Our last episode, we did a mock fantasy football draft.
Yes,
We're gonna have to do like our draft live and do it on the podcast.
Yeah, we need to. That'd be fun to get like a live stream going and then like, stream it live and just be like,
Yeah.
okay, this picks we're making.
And if anybody wants to, I know league we were in last year is in the works of revamping. Like he just has to get his stuff together, and then but if what are you doing?
Keep going.
Viewers out there, any lucky viewers, first come first serve, want to be part of our fantasy football league? Shoot us your email,
Yeah,
and
the email that you can send, an invite request to is between, it's all lowercase, so between the number 3 and then beards at gmail.com. So if you want to be a part of our league, let us know. Hit us up. We'll probably
our league that has not been created, that doesn't exist yet, but it will.
right, but it'll be a 10-team league, so it'll be fun.
Yeah,
and might play for money. Depends.
Let's not say that because IRS probably knock on our door. They hired so many people.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even know what's the deal with that. Like I haven't been keeping up. I just see all these memes about IRS. Yeah. What's
I don't
going
know.
on?
I feel like,
It's a meme though.
well,
I'm like,
yeah, I feel like that's about all that they can do right now.
well, they're coming back to get their 1,200. Are they coming back to get their stimulus checks?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, good luck. I mean,
Yeah. Oh God, what's that?
just picking up some good
Is this
vibrations.
FBI? No, not.
We'll get to that later. Yeah, we discussed fantasy football. We're fans of that. What have we? Oh, we talked about some shows we're watching. You completed Terminal List.
I did.
How did you like it? Are you glad it was right up your alley, wasn't it?
It was like you said, it could have I would have been perfectly fine if it just stopped at episode 5. At the end of episode 5, I was like,
it's not
I'm
a great
good.
ending, but it was like, where are they going with this now?
Right.
The picture gets a lot bigger.
Right. But then it was like, okay, 6, 7, 8 was like, okay, getting a little bit more deeper in the lore and the conspiracy of like, okay, this is the big picture behind it. And then I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't seen to the end, but like the ending of that show was heartbreaking. Honestly.
It was. I didn't. So going back and watching it a second time through, because I watched it with Mackenzie. She loved it. I mean, we didn't like binge through it real quick, but did like an episode a night. I think it was one night where we did 2. Where it was like getting, I think it was like 4 then 5 we watched. It was like, holy shit!
Oh yeah,
dude, 4 and 5 is so good because it just like
it's like
escalates
right
from there,
like back to back.
Incredible, dude, incredible. Yeah. What the fuck was I talking about?
You were just talking.
Going with this? If you got Amazon Prime, watch Terminal List. That's all we're getting at. It's a
great
show. Great.
That's where you were going.
Chris Pratt all the way. Star Lord.
Yeah.
Well, great movie.
And we had mentioned before. We've mentioned before that like, and I told you this that like, which they already have kind of picked, but like, I think he would be awesome to play Joel in the Last of Us adaptation, or, to play Sam Fisher, like you said.
Oh,
like,
dude!
That?
So Amazon Prime, if you're hearing us, please make a Splinter Cell series.
Yes,
you did so good with Terminal List. Let's get a Splinter Cell.
That would be so
James
much
Reese,
intrigue.
so Chris Pratt is James Reese.
Yeah,
like bar none.
Yeah,
just like Stallone's Rambo or Rocky.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt is Star Lord, James Reese. You know,
he
is those characters. That's what's so good about Terminal List. Like he makes that character.
Well, and that's
I
what
to do more with my hands because we're on video, so I want to make it. Ricky Bobby.
Yeah,
my hands.
I don't know what to do. If you don't like Big Red, then fuck
his,
you.
What's that? What was that first car he had in the movie? The malt liquor or whatever.
Oh,
the Laughing Clown or some shit like that. Wonder Bread.
God.
Yeah, watch Terminal List, viewers. I know we discuss a lot of heavy entertainment stuff. That's what we do, man. We watch shows. Me and Tyler both have full-time jobs. This is what we're just discussing. Like, this is what we do in our lives. Maybe we should do more. Have more hobbies. I don't have time for that shit.
No, it's fine, and that's the thing too with getting into shows like that is you don't have a lot of time to, I don't know, get heavily involved because like some of them are slow burn.
Right. So that's like if you're telling somebody like, "Oh man, you never seen Walking Dead? You need to watch it."
Right. It's like
6 seasons later, they're like, "Okay, I'm done with this shit. This is just dragging on. There's 20. Yeah, that's way. Terminal List was perfect because it was just 8 episodes.
Yeah,
an hour, not even, right at an hour each.
And it's so much.
It moves fast.
There's so much action. There's so much stuff to like really think about, like between episodes. And like I told you, I'd never skipped the intro one time. Intro is so good.
Intro is like, I would say it's up there. Peacemaker is still like the
best. Yeah, man. As far as like goofy intros, yes, but like
I don't know.
I just like it was like seriously to get you ready for the.
I'd watch every Game of Thrones intro when I was watching Game of Thrones. That was good shit. But yeah, the intro to Terminal List is very good.
It gets you ready for like what's gonna happen in the episode.
Yeah,
you know.
And but yeah, we recommend that. We both because I know in the last episode I was recommending it. recommend it. I recommend it to you.
Yeah, you recommended
Like,
it.
oh yeah, I gotta check this out. And I was like, dude, it's right up your alley.
Well, yeah, you had recommended it. You said that you kind of had mentioned it was like, well, it's 8 episodes, but like you'll be good pretty much after episode 5.
Yeah,
And that was pretty much dead on. Like it was awesome. I mean, episode 8, like the stuff that happens in episode 8, I would not want to like skim over. But yeah, if it did end after episode 5, I would have been fine. Like it's so entertaining to watch.
So, well, getting on to that, there's a couple of these are just small topics. Just
Sprinkle them in, man.
well, we're talking about like movies and TV shows. I feel like, we're just it's like one of the main topics. But don't have any crazy conspiracy or spooky stories.
Spooky stories?
Have you heard the shit with WB in DC?
Put your microphone a little bit.
It's right there by my mouth.
Well, you're talking away from it, so I can.
Oh,
hear you. You're good.
Okay.
Good.
So I don't know what's happening. Fuck, I don't even know where I'm going now.
You said something about spooky stories, something about DC.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Not Washington. There's a thing going around.
Comments.
So DC was making a Batgirl movie.
A what?
Batgirl.
Oh, okay, Batgirl. Okay.
It was gonna have Michael Keaton coming back as Batman.
Really?
And so they're doing the Flash
Okay.
movie that's been in development forever with the Ezra Miller dude that keeps getting into trouble. He's like the new Shia LaBeouf, but like a lot worse. Just doing like he's trying to get himself in trouble.
But yeah, but
like beating the shit out of people at bars,
Yeah.
singing karaoke, burglary, like just all kind of stupid stuff. WB was $90 million into this Batgirl movie, decided to shelve it, like cancel.
Really?
It. Yes, like it was like I'm pretty sure the movie was like done. They're like, this is terrible.
$90 million?
Because they're moving into a direction they're trying to like be like Marvel. So all this shit's popping off now with DC. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, what's going on here?
Where did they spend $90 million on Batgirl?
That was the production because it was so far into production. That's how much money they spent. They paid the
Damn.
actors. Michael Keaton was bringing back his Batman role.
Right, yeah.
I guess it's set in his universe. I don't know what's going on because now there's 3 Batmen at the same time. Michael
So
Keaton,
they're getting the
Ben
Spider-Man.
Affleck, and fucking Robert Pattinson.
They're taking the Spider-Man route then.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
That's
DC
what
needs
they're
to figure
doing.
their shit out though.
That's what they're doing. So if they're doing that, then that's the Spider-Verse. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're colliding.
it's
multiverse theories.
Stop.
Like what? I don't know why, but like that's a Marvel thing.
Just make a sequel to Robert Pattinson's Batman. Fuck all the other shit.
Exactly. I mean, I agree. But
dun, dun,
yeah.
dun, dun.
What's like dark Batman? That's what Batman is. He's a fucking dark superhero.
Alfred, you're not my father. Flipping his hair and shit.
Well, he's dark, man.
No, it's
that's
not emo.
Batman.
It's like something like he's grunge.
Yeah,
like the Nirvana.
That's Batman.
But now there's like nothing's been greenlit with the sequel, and like someone said, it's like, oh, that's gonna be years away before that's done. It's like, what? So now are y'all?
So they're putting money in Batgirl now.
I don't know. No, I don't know what's they shelved Batgirl. They put money into it and then they canceled it. It was literally done, but apparently apparently it was supposed to be. It was like really bad.
Yeah,
they're like, hell no, we're not doing this shit. We're not taking steps back. Like Batman was so good.
Yeah,
the Batman. And the Ezra Miller Flash movie. Now they're saying they might shelve that, and it's like almost done. And that's supposed to have Michael Keaton coming back as his Batman. Dude, it's crazy because he's gotten in so much trouble. Wow. Now it's like they're about to. That's one of their options on the table. It's either like replace him with a different actor, go back and edit all of those,
and just replace him completely.
That's going to cost money. Yeah, that's going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah,
because people are wanting to get the dude from the Flash TV show. They're like,
yeah,
he
played kind of a dick in the TV show.
Well, that's the Flash. Yeah. Well, Ezra Miller is a dick in real life.
Right. Yeah.
And his artsy weird ass self. Fucking dude's I don't know. This is just I just was reading all that. I was like, dude, I saw where because a lot of people were getting kind of excited about Batgirl. They're like, oh shit, Michael Keaton's coming back. Reprising his role as an older Batman, like
that
hell
would
yeah.
that'd be cool, but like
DC or WB said no.
no, yeah, that'd be WB.
Yeah,
Back to that
because they
point.
merged, like Discovery merged with W. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
But like that would be what it would
Bunch
be.
of weird shit.
Because it was back when that was when the it was the Freeze, and that was when it was like WB Studios or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and that was goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. They just need to do a Battinson sequel and just keep going with that because that's obviously good. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. There is kind of a this is gonna sound really fucking weird, but I swear to you, it's absolute gold. There is a studio that they make these they do like uh graphic art stuff like for movie studios. So they do like the special effects and the art and stuff like that. And they took the trailer for Battinson, as you would say. So they took that trailer and they took Adam West's original Batman and imposed him in.
No
like,
shit.
Being goofy as fuck. You know how the original that was like goofy as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like here, go to that copter. And,
yeah, yeah.
Gotta find a bigger bomb.
I mean,
like,
yeah.
Like there was like weird shit, but like they imposed him. He was dancing around like he's acting like he was drugged up at this party and stuff to like capture somebody. And they had him doing that fucking crazy ass dance coming through the hallway, when they were shooting at Batman. Dude, you have to watch it. Please pull it up, watch it.
I will.
Dude, oh my god, it's so good. But what it brought up to me is thinking like, which of course Adam West is dead, rest in peace. Original Batman, but like
Adam West.
yeah, but like that just brings to mind what can be done. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
oh, it's crazy how they can just like replace. Yeah, or if actors pass, how they can use CGI to like if they had scenes they didn't shoot yet, they can come up with audio.
Well, they patched in the old Penguin as well.
Oh my god,
like, dude, it's really good. You need to watch it.
I will.
Like anybody out there, please just Google, YouTube, whatever, pull it up, type in new Batman with Adam West or something like that, and watch the trailer. Or new Batman trailer, Adam West. Watch that trailer and tell me that's not the best shit you've ever seen. Like,
I'm intrigued,
dude. It's so funny.
I'll definitely have to watch this after.
They take the original car that they used in 1966 or whatever it was.
Damn.
And they put it in the scene where he's chasing the penguin.
Oh my god!
So and it's like the old ass car chase. It's really good.
I'll have to watch.
It's so funny. But that just shows you what you can do with that, and like that's what was it when I think it was it Harry Potter or no, it wasn't Harry Potter. What was that movie they did that had to? It was I'm thinking Need for Speed, like the games. It was what you call it? Too Fast, Too Furious, or Fast and Furious. The one of the newer ones were Paul, what's his name?
Paul Walker?
Yeah. Where after he had died, but they put him in.
I know you're talking about. That was 7.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
But I don't think that was CGI. I think he was just like some stuff they had done.
They used his younger brother, and then they made it to where because his younger brother looked a lot like him.
So they did like a deep fake?
It's just crazy. Yeah.
Okay. See, that's what I thought. And I was like, that kind of reminded me of it.
Yeah. It's crazy how they can do that.
It's really cool technology, though.
You look at like CGI from 30 years ago, it looks like complete dog shit.
Oh, yeah. They recreated a scene in fuck, I can't remember the movie. It's an old ass movie. It's got what's his name in it? The guy that just died. He was in Goodfellas.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. Yeah. It had him in it. It's from like 92 or something. and it was a scene where they stick a stiletto in his nose and cut his nose, and it like shoots blood across his face. And they're like, let's redo that with a prop and then with virtual effects, and then see which one's better. So they did the prop, and you could see the tip of the knife. It had a spring on it. You could see it move when they like shoved it in his nose.
Yeah,
but it had better effect, like blood splatter on the face. The effects, it looked real, but it wasn't as much blood. They couldn't like make the effects look good.
yeah.
So they did a blend of the two, and it was like perfect. It looked like you just cut dude's nose open.
Damn.
So like they say, oh, what's cheaper? Is it making virtual effects or doing CGI or doing props?
So the thing is, I think practical effects is cheaper, but it's a lot more time consuming.
Right.
Like, great examples, like look at John Carpenter's The Thing from
right.
all the practical effects. I mean, that had to take a shitload of time.
Right.
You had to pay all these people, artists. But then CGI is also costs a lot of money. Like look at
Yeah.
Avengers. There's a great example. All the
Yeah.
CGI. I mean, that's so CGI heavy, but it's done really well. But it costs a lot of money to do that. To
Right.
have that kind of software, or pay people
Yeah.
to
Make
And
stuff
it's
look
time
pretty.
consuming as well, because I mean they have to go through every little. I think at the same time it's not as it's labor involved, but it's all mostly on a computer, like
Yeah.
editing, and you still have to have like certain backdrops and settings and
Yeah.
blend in. But I don't know, something about this. I have a soft spot in my heart for old school practical effects.
Yeah. And I do too, but like because it's like the movie magic,
Well, that's what I didn't like about Walking Dead, the show. I felt
Yeah.
like at first they're using practical effects, then as the show went on and got more action heavy, you could tell it was CGI blood
Yeah.
and shit.
Well, I mean, I think they kind of had to in that because there was.
Speed up the process.
Well, yeah, and there was that expectation there.
But like the tiger, dude. Like Ezekiel's tiger. That was
Yeah.
so obvious.
Complete
that he was,
CGI, of course. But I mean, they couldn't have a full tiger.
The
on
Rock
set,
and
but-
Mummy Returns. Complete CGI. Like you're not fooling me, dude. That was terrible. That's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's not that long.
No,
Like
that's
look at the Matrix, and then the Mummy Returns came out just a couple years after that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
holy shit, what happened? Why? Obviously, y'all didn't take a page from the Matrix.
That was the thing. The Matrix was like such a breakthrough movie for virtual
Oh my
effects.
god, yeah.
Or graphic
That's going to
effects.
get into the topic I'm going to get into. We're kind of going on heavy, but I just want to mention that. Like I saw that with the Batgirl shit. $90 million was into this movie. They said, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, dude.
They probably were like, saw some of it, like, oh my god, this is terrible. This is Catwoman, Halle Berry all over again. I think that's what I've heard through rumors. It's like, really? They said like the dialogue and shit was like a WB show.
Oh my. Yeah. If it's like that, then yeah,
Yeah.
they need to shelve it.
Like,
what's going on with what you call it? The Crow, the new one. Does it come out or
I just see that's another thing, dude. That's been in development hell.
development? Okay.
Development hell forever. First, it was supposed to be Jason Momoa was going to play the Crow. Then that didn't fall through.
I mean,
He's Aquaman, so it's like,
yeah.
I mean, he'd have been a great candidate. But now, dude, they've been talking about remaking that. I don't even know if this will fall through with with Pennywise.
Oh, yeah.
He's an awesome choice, but
Bill Skarsgård.
yeah.
Yeah. So and they picked him for the Crow.
Bro,
right?
I tell you, he'd be a really good fucking Crow.
Who?
I don't think they had to go after him. Homeboy, fucking Ben from.
Yeah.
He would have the perfect look.
Yeah.
Long hair.
Yeah,
He looks a lot like Brandon Lee, kind of.
Yeah, he does.
Why
But-
did they not go with him?
Well,
He'd have played that shit good. He already has experience with guns and stuff. I mean, and
I don't know, man. He may not have wanted that type of role.
I can see him doing it.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I could too, but like,
Can't rain all the time.
maybe you
can't
just
rain
turned
all
it.
the time.
Maybe you just turned it down. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, that would have been good.
Well, who else would you have selected if
For the
wa-
Crow?
Yeah. If it wasn't Bill Skarsgård, if they hadn't already selected him, who would you have picked?
The guy just said
Okay. If
Yeah.
3 choices.
they gotta have long hair.
Well, I mean, they can grow longer hair.
Tell you what, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he'd be a good Crow. Well, he getting in good shape. Like you see him in Southpaw, like he was huge.
Well, I think of when I think of him as a Crow, like you said, like a Crow character, I just think of Nightcrawler. I was like,
yeah,
there it is.
Makes sense.
I mean, not as neurotic, I guess, as that, but like, just that kind of like.
Well, they gotta have that like rock star persona because that's what he was.
Yeah,
main character. He was like a part of a band and
right. Damn. I don't know who else would be.
There's plenty
a good fit.
It's hard to come up with that off the top of your head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the new stuff that's coming out now, it's like everybody's kind of remaking older stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a trend. That's so like, a trend.
What do you think's the newest or the next thing
reboots
remade? The next thing.
There's a lot of stuff they've been talking about.
What would you like to see the most?
Oh, shit, I don't know what hadn't been done. It's a hard one, dude. It's not a hard one. It's just like trying to think of the top of your head. I feel like I should know this. Ooh, I will talk about this, and this is more recent for viewers out there. Have you seen the newest Predator?
I have. Prey.
That was some good shit.
Yeah, Prey.
That's what I'm talking about. That's going to that was a refresh in the right direction. Like this is what we needed, not some stupid weird reboot.
Because they go back, it's like origin story. We've wanted that for a long time.
Yeah, I loved how they went way back with like the they had like a tribe of Comanches. Comanches, yeah.
Or like Blackfoot or something like that.
It was cool. I was like, dude, I can rock this. Like I can.
Yeah.
It was in a forest setting, and it was good, man. It wasn't. Nothing's going to top the first one. You're just not going to have that.
No. There was just so much wonder and so much like intrigue in that first one.
It's Arnold.
Yeah.
And like all those buff guys. Like that's what I was explaining to Mackenzie because I was watching it and she's not into that. But it was good, man. Like I was like, damn, they finally did it. This is refreshing, man. Of course there's some it's straight to Hulu. So I mean don't expect like that was my only complaint is like, damn, if they put a little bit more money into it, made it like The Revenant, holy shit. Like, because like the bear, the CGI with the bear attack, you could obviously tell that was a CGI bear. The Predator looked awesome though. I mean, and him blending in, and there's a bunch of cool moments. But yeah, I highly recommend that if you're a fan of the original. I would say this is the best one since the original for sure, easily.
Yeah, and I just like the idea of them saying like, well, let's go back and actually show where it started from.
Yeah.
That's never been done. So like we've had fucking Predator and then Predator in space and all kinds of weird shit.
Well, that's like his thing. He's like, hey, I'm gonna drop here on this piece of land and this on Earth, and let me see what these people are about. Let me go hunt them.
Yeah.
It had a bunch of good. He wasn't hunting nobody that was chained up or
no.
It was good stuff.
And it was like a primal thing. It's like, look, this thing's fucking after us. We gotta either kill it or die. Or to survive.
Another setting I would like would be like with samurais in Japan or something.
Yeah,
that would be bad. Someone posted that they said like a good choice for actor in the lead role is the dude that played Scorpion in the newest Mortal. I can't think of his name. Newest Mortal Kombat. The older.
I can't either. Can't think of.
They're like, dude, him play a older samurai, and
there was
they came up with a story to everything. Like someone made it. I was like, damn, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Predator taking on samurais. Holy shit.
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
That might be the next one because
that's what they should do. Just stick with it being set.
Well, see that the one or Prey, as I would call it. I mean, it's not really a Predator. It's called Prey, but it's set during like the beginning of
early 1800s. Yeah, early 1800s or late 1700s. Yeah, because you look at all the fur. You see all the French fur trappers.
I didn't see that.
What do you mean you didn't see that?
I haven't watched it.
Oh, I didn't give it a lot away, but
no.
remember, it's like at the same time Revenant. It's very similar to Revenant, early to mid 1800s.
Okay, I'm just saying what I've seen off of the
Because in Revenant they
previews.
were fur trappers, the way they were dressed, and there's a group of people. I thought you said you watched it.
No, I watched the preview. I haven't seen
God
it.
dang it! You just led me on like you watched
Sorry.
it. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Go watch Prey tonight when you get
Okay.
home. Prey, excellent. Watch it. If you're a fan of Predator, watch Prey on Hulu.
Yeah, I mean, it looks amazing.
Yeah, they did a good job, man. It was a big win for that franchise.
I mean, I figured it would be, but I just haven't had time to watch it yet.
It's good.
Trying to
Watch it
finish
tonight
up.
when you get home.
Shit,
Abby won't give a shit
I'll
about
probably
it.
be out by the time I get home.
No, you won't.
All right, so what's next on the docket?
Can you pause it?
Can I pause it?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
You can't just pause it. We'll pick right back up.
All right. Well, on another note, I did want to bring up another topic.
Ooh.
This might get a little bit deep, so
God.
fair warning.
How deep we going?
As deep as we can.
All right.
So, I want to talk about things that happened in childhood that were traumatic or that were like, that hurt your feelings or whatever as a kid, made you feel bad. You know, like things that, like, mean kids. The kids are mean as shit, like what they would do to you that, like, made you a better person growing up. Like, you went through that trauma, but you came out a better person where you're like, I'm not going to treat people that way that I was treated coming up, or like I was outcast or whatever, you know, and you're like, I don't want to treat people that way. And like, I feel like a lot of people that have the worst childhoods grew up to be some of the nicest people because they just don't want other people going through that.
Or, a large majority grow to be fucking serial
Well,
killers.
you know what I mean? Like, if you have a bad experience with a certain thing, like, you just don't want anybody else to go through that.
Right,
you know?
totally.
So, like, I wanted to bring it like a personal thing. I want to get kind of deep with this because, like, this is something I've kind of thought about, and it's like no one really thinks about this stuff anymore because you're an adult. Like, you got a job and shit. Like, no, that stuff is trivial at this point. But like, if you go back and think about like where you were, middle school, high school, stuff like that, what people thought about you meant everything. You know what I mean? Or way more than it does now.
I get where you're going with this, cause like going through, dude, middle school and high school is such bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, everyone tries to label it like, oh, it's the best years of your life. No, it's not.
No, not even close.
That's just, it's just kind of roughing you up for the real world. Like,
Yeah.
anything to take away, because I mean, you just want to fit in. That's the biggest thing. Like, you just want to. I think I can relate to people, like, we always had each other.
Right.
We just had like our little group we hung out with. But at the end of the day, we always had, me and you had each other's backs,
Right.
regardless. You know?
Yeah.
Regardless of what this person said about you or how they thought about, like, fuck them. Like, I don't care.
Right.
If Tyler's my homie, I roll with him.
Right.
Like, you're just mad because you don't have, like, you have to go out and do this or be this person to be in this group of people. It just wasn't my style. Like, it just took too much effort, and I wasn't about it. But I get what you're saying, because it's like it's a test, man. It's a test it's like it's testing you for society, pretty much. It's getting you ready, because you got to wake up, brush your teeth, get ready, make sure you look
every
good,
day.
go to
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just part of it. It's a good learning curve, but I mean, at the same time, it's, man, you just it's brutal, but I mean, you get through it. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I highly recommend getting your GED.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, there's some of those people. I mean, if you, before we get deep into it, you can go into say like there are people that are cut out for college and for getting higher education.
Yeah.
There's some people that just aren't.
They like to work. They're not book people. They like to work.
Right. And then that's when you have people that just go straight into a trade, or they go work in the mines or stuff like that. But like, that's something that people don't understand. It's like they look at people like that as like a lower form of society. It's like, no, that's what makes the society.
Yeah.
people like that. So, and well, in my honest opinion, like when I was a younger kid, I was always the short one or whatever. But like, it is what it is. Like, and then like when we were always friends, but like you were always like bigger, and like that's what I'm saying. Like, not bigger as in like bigger. I'm saying like taller. You're
Well,
like,
and it worked. It made sense. Like,
yeah,
we were in a way like looking at each other. We're like polar opposites. Like I
pretty
was this
much,
tall,
yeah,
big guy, and you were just shorter,
yeah.
average. Which I mean, you're not that short. That's the thing. Like
Well,
5'8", 5'7", 5'8".
5'7", yeah,
That's not
ish.
like
So
average
like,
height's like 5'9", 5'10".
yeah. So I
So
mean, and my dad's 5'9", so and I'm like an inch and a little bit shorter than him.
damn, I thought y'all were the same height.
No, but what's so crazy about that is, it's like went through that like pretty much all of school going through that, and so I was just like, man, I'm just like I'm tired of like dealing with all that bullshit. So like I, you know, to fill that void, I just like made sure I did really good in classes, and then I made sure that like I kept my mind active with like activities like I did I was on the football team, golf team, tried for baseball, stuff like that. This is after you left, after sophomore year.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have you there anymore because you, like me and you were like, that was the thing. Because like I'd stay at your house, we'd go to football practice, that was like freshman year or something.
Right.
And I didn't have you there. So like I was just trying to keep busy and keep like, okay, well, these people are assholes, so I'm just going to do as much as I can do to just get away from that stuff.
Yeah.
And so like overcoming, I think the people that were that acted that way as like kids, or like we were like middle school, high school, I think the people that acted that way then, and you look at them now, and it's like nothing's changed.
Yeah, just a
they're
bunch of schmucks.
Yeah, they still live in the same place they lived when they were high school kids. They haven't done anything. But you look at the kids that like maybe weren't the tallest or the skinniest or whatever. And it's like, they actually went on and did something with their life.
I mean, that's not always the case.
Well, not always, but like it seems like for our situation, it
Yeah.
mostly was.
Well, I think that's just part of it. That's part of the
Right. I mean, it's a vicious
going to
cycle.
school.
But
You just I mean, and with generations after generations, it just seems like it's getting more and more crazy with social media, with how people think, and you gotta be careful. You don't say this, you'll get
get canceled.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, I didn't. My mindset was more like, dude, just get through it. Just get through it. Just go do what you gotta do. Get through it.
Yeah.
I never had like an outing, so I didn't want to do any of that stuff. Like,
right.
I love the sport of football. I mean, I learned a lot from it. I knew I was like, dude, I don't have what it takes to be starter or be.
Right.
I just didn't. If I knew what I know now, I would have taken it a lot more seriously, and just so I could prove myself at the time. I was just going through the motions. If that makes sense.
Well, I mean,
it's like, oh, I'm doing this because
you had your name behind you too.
Exactly. Yeah. And everyone, my family did it, and I was like, I'll just do it. It was a good learning experience. I enjoyed it. But like I said, my whole thing was like, dude, I just want to get through the day, get through practice. I just want to go home
and just chill.
Yeah, and play video games.
Yeah.
That's all I thought about. Yeah. And when like I did, it's just that was my outing. You know what I mean? That was like go home. I wouldn't play for hours, but I'll just go home, play a little bit, and then that's what I look forward to. It's like, oh, dude, I can't. It's kind of like being at work today, like, or not today, but in general, it's like, man, I can't wait to get home and play this new game or watch this new show. And I'll get home, like, fuck, I'm ready to go to bed.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that's how it turns out.
That's how you would decompress.
Yeah.
Right. And like some people, they decompress and go to the gym, and so they work out, whatever. But like you're saying, you decompress, you come back, you play games, or you watch a really good show or something like that. Like that's the way you decompress.
Yeah, you turn it off.
Right. Right.
And I just my whole mindset was like, dude, just get through it. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's just I just didn't, I mean, there's just people I just didn't click with. I'd be
Right.
stuck in classes with them. I just and that was like my thing. Like I mean, of course, I was insecure about my size and just like I just never
Right.
was
Yeah.
outgoing. That was the biggest thing. I was never outgoing. I was just
Right.
more content. What's the word? What's the word for it? They call them people that like to stay at home and stuff. Fuck.
Reserved? I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's another
Like,
word.
I'm thinking like more like, yeah, that's all I can think about. It's like just reserved or like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the
just
word. I can't find it.
trying
Don't
to.
worry about it.
Well, it's
Introverted.
yeah,
That's the word I'm looking for. I'm an introvert
introverted,
for sure,
but
dude.
that's more common, I think, honestly,
I was a
than
big time introvert through middle school, high school. Um,
that's that's more common than a lot of people think, honestly. Introverted people or just being coming upon introverted people in general.
yeah, but it drew me crazy because in my mind I was always thinking like, oh, what are people thinking about me?
Right,
And
right.
my biggest one was just like, dude, now that I'm older, I'm 30, I don't give a fuck what people think about me.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing.
I'm so much more outgoing. I'll go up and talk to anybody, and that was a big learning curve. Was switching, transferring to different
Right,
schools. Like I had to make friends. I had to get to
right,
know people. I didn't want to be that guy that just sat at the table by himself. Hell
right.
no.
And that's what I kind of wanted to touch on and
It scared the
bring
shit
that
out of
up.
me, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to bring that up because like the stuff you go through as a kid, you don't understand at the time, but like it is prepping you, like you just said, it's prepping you to become adaptable.
Yeah. It's a lot of pressure you put on yourself. You're
Right,
like, dude, I gotta fit in. I
right,
gotta be like, I gotta be. I gotta make. I gotta like some people are just hungry. They're hungry for success, and that's awesome.
right,
They start out young. Me, I was still figuring it out. I never figured it out. Never knew what I wanted to do when I left high school.
right.
Yeah, I went and worked, clothing store. That was a whole nother experience. I had to
Yeah,
interact with customers, had to meet whole new people. I was nervous as shit.
yeah,
But that was my test. That was like my trials, like getting out. I had to get out and do stuff. I had to get out and find a job. I had to,
right.
go to a different school. I had to get up. I had to, you know what I mean? I had to do it. And I mean, there's a lot of struggles. I mean, with anybody, there's struggles. Like there's a lot, fuck, there's a lot of days. Like I gotta take a week off just because I didn't want to go to school. I just didn't
Right,
want. I hated being there. I just
right.
hated like I want to go do work. I don't want to sit in a classroom with a bunch of people. I just don't want to do it. I want to be around
Yeah,
all these people.
that's not your like that's not where you feel like in your mind that's like that this isn't where I need to be.
Yeah, and with now being older, it's like I mingle with anybody. Like if you,
Oh,
dude, like
yeah,
like at my job now,
no
I
joke.
talk. I'm like the one that talks to every customer and tries to carry on a conversation.
Yeah,
And some
yeah,
people, it takes everything into them to do that. They just like, damn, I can't believe at one point, like that was me in middle school and high school. Like I just couldn't
yeah,
click.
yeah,
Unless I was making people laugh. Like if it was a joke and like I had stuff going, that would happen, and I liked it.
right,
I got it going. Like
right.
I got you. And there's just times it was.
Well, and that's the thing too is a lot of people can look at it as like, oh, haha, he's the funny guy.
Oh, he's funny because he's fat.
Yeah, he's the fat funny guy. It's like no, like it they only see it skin deeper, like the first layer of that. Because like you
Yeah.
dig a little bit deeper, that's like your defense mechanism against saying like, this is what I have to do for you.
Yeah, and there was moments like that, and I wasn't
You
ashamed
know?
of it. I just did it because I thought everyone was laughing. But it's like, oh, do that thing with your
Right.
stomach, or do that thing with your.
It's like, okay, that's what makes you happy, but you're thinking like
But at the time, I'm not thinking though. It's like,
that they're
oh,
laughing at
I'm
you.
with. It's like, ah, I'm making everyone laugh. They like me. Like, I'm a
Right,
part of it. It's
right,
like, no, they're just wanting me to do shit that they think's funny to humiliate myself and make
right.
people.
But they're
Dude,
laughing at you. Yeah.
it's now that I'm older. There was no like real trauma. I put trauma on myself. I was
Yeah.
thinking so hard on it because I would go to school like, what do people think about? Now that I have a fucking beard, I'm 6'3". I need to get in the gym. I need to like tone up. Dude, I carry myself with so much confidence now than I
Yeah.
did because I know how to interact and talk with people,
Well, that's the biggest thing, honestly, is just
and I don't give a shit what people
yeah.
think about me.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is just knowing like, look, I am who I am and like yeah, I'll come up and be friendly with you all day, but like I am who I am, and I know what is gonna benefit
Yeah.
me. And if you're gonna be the person that's going to bring me down, then I'm not gonna have anything to
Yeah.
do with you. But I think that's why, like, coming back to that is like why we have been friends. And I mean, honestly, like, I would say even more than that, just like
Well,
being like more like family, is because
yeah, they were brothers.
we have that idea of like, you know, this is what I want to do. We've always been like have like a hungry mindset.
Yeah. And what we talk to each other all the time. We talk. If there's something bugging
Yes,
us, we got problems. We talk. We
exactly.
don't hold it in. Much as we try to, we hash it out, and that's good to have a best friend to talk to. But really, talking is the biggest thing. If you got problems or you're going through something, talk to somebody. If they're
Yeah,
not listening, go to the next. And
yeah,
if they're not listening, fuck them. First of all, uh, it's just so difficult because it's stuff you don't want to admit when you're like in middle school and high school. It's like I
exactly.
don't want to admit that I don't want to go to school because I'm too shy. I'm an
Right,
introvert. I don't want to deal with people that are talking, cutting up and stuff. I don't know how to fit in.
right,
It's now I can walk into a place, I can just start talking to people. Like it's no
right. It's
big
not
deal
like
because I
nothing.
have knowledge behind me. I know I'm into certain things, but at the time it's
Right,
just you're just trying to figure it. My whole thing was I was trying to figure it out. I felt like
right. And then like no one expects you, I think, to have it figured out at that point. But there are some people that you come upon in life that you're like, you know, honestly, probably further along on that road than they are, but they feel
yeah,
like they know more than you.
yeah,
And it's like, yeah, you may be older or you may be more like experienced in like academia, or you have went to college or something. It's like that doesn't mean that like we don't have the same experiences as like in life,
and that's awesome. Like, dude,
you
if
know?
you're if you went to school for 5 years, got a degree, be a
Mhm.
doctor, brain surgeon, whatever, you're making bank.
Right.
Good for you. Like, keep it up. But at the end of the day, just know while I'm at home for my, regular, I'm able to turn things off.
Yeah. A lot of people
The
can't.
making that much money, having that big of a responsibility, you just can't turn it off.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so much. Like, I feel like you're always thinking about it.
Yeah.
With, I feel like, well, definitely my job, I can just turn it off. Like, I don't ever really think like, oh shit, did I do this? I don't even
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my really is like literally point A to point B. I say, hey, I left work. I went right across the street to the ABC store, got me some Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean you're making, but it's like, when is enough? When when you're doing that because
Yeah.
you found that you found that special person you think special, but they're so high maintenance and so because everything's just like you got to keep up in the ante. And
Right.
that's awesome. You're living your best life. You're doing great, but it's like there's just so much going on too. You
Yeah.
got to make this person happy. You got to make that person happy. As where being I guess in my shoes, just putting in the work and showing you're reliable, you're outgoing, you can talk, and just
Mhm.
show people you're truly a good person. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm not saying like you can be a
No,
doctor,
I agree with you. Like you're saying is you're standing as like a intellectual person doesn't it have any kind of bearance on how you are, or like what type of person you are.
I think the biggest what I'm trying to get at is what Biggie said: more money, more problems.
Yeah.
That's fucking it,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody wants.
honestly,
That's the whole goal. Everybody wants to make money. When you're in school, that's the whole goal. I got to get out of this, make a lot of money. I
yeah.
don't want to put anyone through this. I want to, secure my kids to where they don't even have to, they can be homeschooled. They don't have to deal with the shit I went through. Some people are like, yeah, man, this year's my life. Woo! Class 2010, bro.
Yeah.
It's all good. Like, there's a bunch of good memories in high school. I mean, I feel like most of my best memories was hanging out with my older brother and his friends, though, because
Yeah.
they were a group I clicked with better than the people we fucking went with. There's a
Well,
bunch of idiots.
yeah.
I just went into that humor and
No. I, that's the thing too is you look now. like going and looking back on it now, it's
Yeah.
like I'm so glad I did not fall into that
No.
category. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, be true to you. Just be real, man. Be
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Be you, dude. Don't let anyone tell you. Just get through it. Just like if you can just get through it without doing anything silly, talk to people. I mean, whoever wants to listen. I know a lot of people don't listen. And still, I think that's a fucking pandemic in itself. People
Yeah,
not
it
listening
is.
when people try to reach out.
It
That's a
is.
stigma.
Yeah.
I mean, men, women, children, whatever. Just talk to people and just get through it, man. Just get your GED and just say, fuck it. If you're not, I mean, because some people, it's the best days of their life. That's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying this.
Mm-hmm.
I just think their best, what they think there's their best days now is probably their worst now at 30. As I feel like right now it's my best. I'm having the best time ever. Like we're doing this, you know?
Yeah. Well, and yeah, like you said, a lot of people say, and I mean, I went to college, which that's the thing is, we had two different paths, which, like you said, you just wanted to get out and work and do that.
I didn't want to do school for another 4 to 5 fucking years.
Right.
Even 2, not even community college. I was like, dude, fuck that. I don't.
We talked about it a lot too. I remember.
It's not for everyone. It's not.
It's not. It really is not, because
I'm more hands on too.
Yeah.
It makes sense because like look what I've done. Like I've established myself. I'm good with, I'm just, I know not to live above my means. I'm not saying like you have to torture yourself and not go out and do it. Dude, you can still have a good time. Just you're smart with your money and you're, but
just respect it.
Yeah, and just get through it, man. And life, and that's one thing. Going through middle school and high school, I was just always like, dude, this is like, what's the purpose? Like, what's the purpose of even living life? This is how it's going to be. I'm just going to be this just, one day I'm up, one day I'm down. I'm telling you, it's so good. Just get through it.
Yep.
It's so, and I think what sucks about it is like, cause you're going, they're like telling you what you need to do, how you need to dress, how you need to act, how you need to, giving you all social media now. Yeah, like, oh, if you want to be something, you got to, make A. It's like your teacher put you aside, like, hey, what's your problem? It's like, dude, don't be mad at me because they're hot on your ass because you got failing students. Like, be a fucking better teacher.
Yeah.
Stop rolling the fucking TV in here and telling us to watch shit.
Yeah.
Stop letting people's nap.
Yeah.
Like, get my attention, dude. You're a teacher. You're paid to teach me. Like, get my attention.
Right.
That was my issue. Like, I just didn't give a shit. A lot of times I wouldn't go home and I wouldn't study. I wouldn't do homework. Fuck that shit.
Well, yeah. And kind of on the same page as that, like, the best teachers I had were hands-on, even up until in college. Like, the best teacher I had in high school was my sculpture teacher. Okay, because she was able to show me like physically how I was supposed to do.
I did not think you were going there with that.
Yeah,
dude. Every teacher I had was a fucking joke. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm not trying to bash teachers, dude. They were a joke.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't learn shit. Some of them did, not all of them. There was like a very select few, but a lot y'all are lazy motherfuckers, dude. Don't try to make it seem like, oh my god, we deal with kids all day. You signed up for that. I mean, I'm getting a little ranty.
It's okay.
Calm down.
All right.
It's like you signed up for that, and then like, don't be a teacher if you don't want to deal with kids. And don't say anything like, oh, teachers don't make enough. A lot of people don't make enough, bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
Firefighters.
That's true.
Paramedics, nurses,
first responders in general.
I mean,
well, and then you hear cries of people like, well, I'm just not going to work if I can't make such and such an hour.
And I'm not trying to shit on the good teachers out there that do their job.
Well, yeah.
But then you got a bunch that do a bunch of stupid shit, get themselves in trouble, and just not.
Well,
are collecting a paycheck and pension.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. And it's kind of hard to represent this without you actually going through it. But the difference between high school teachers and college professors, honestly, in my experience, was so far like separated.
Yeah.
My college professors literally that's why I graduated with an engineering degree is the professors I had.
Well, look at the pay too.
Well, I
It's
mean,
a
I'm
huge
talking about
gap.
that's why I graduated college. It's a hard degree to get,
Yeah.
electrical engineering, and I graduated with that degree because of the professors I had,
Yeah.
and because of how they took their job and they wanted their students to pass. They want their students to succeed, not just pass. And a lot of the times, like I had after hours, like uh like tutoring and stuff with some of my professors that would be at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Like they would be way off the clock and didn't have to do that, but they did. And then, like, some of them I still talk to this day.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that's the type of person that now more than ever people need. Is like you need people to kind of guide you and move you in the right direction, and you need people that you can go to and talk to and like explain. Look, I just don't get this.
Yeah.
I need your help. I need help. I need guidance.
It all comes down to leadership. I've
Right.
learned a lot about leadership through middle school, high school, working. 'Cause I see how bad people with higher with roles where they're higher up and how they
Right.
abuse that. It's like, dude, you
Yeah.
can't be just screaming and yelling at people.
No.
That's not how you lead. You just because you're getting their attention because you're yelling, screaming at them, making threats. Like that's not how you.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
Well,
Because they didn't do something right at work or
right.
just sit in the fucking army or you're not trying to be like Full Metal Jacket here.
Right.
People just get that they're like, oh, I'll get it through them if I just scream. No, like
No. So a lot of people don't react well to that.
no,
Like
you're putting more stress on them.
right.
They're
You
going,
need to that's gonna end up with a more negative effect
yeah.
than you realize.
You pull them to the side, you talk to them like a damn adult. Be like, hey man, this is what's happening. What's going on? Like, how can we improve
Right.
this? Like, what's
Right. Constructive.
or don't talk down to them or don't talk. I was just going back to what we're talking about, like insecurities and stuff. I mean, that's another thing. It was like trying to. I mean, yeah, I just feel like this is part of it, man. Growing up, and like some people, you know, it's just the deck you're handed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you got to do what you need
Yeah.
to do with it. So hey, you're handed a deck. You got fucked up teeth. You got, you're obese. You're short.
Right.
You're fucking super skinny. You're pale. You got acne. Or hey, you're fucking first stringer quarterback.
Right.
Yada yada. This is how it goes. I mean,
you have to play it.
You just have to make what you can out of it, learn from it, and life's a journey, brother. Hey, you know what I mean? It's literally an odyssey.
Yeah.
In a way.
Well, I mean, what
it is, man. Like you have
no,
stuff,
it
like,
is.
Look at where you were in middle school or high school. Look at you now. I mean, I can look back and say, like, holy shit, did I evolve? Like,
Yeah.
that caterpillar turned into a butterfly.
Well, and see, look,
it's just,
I'm glad you said that because
that's the best way to put it.
honestly, it is the best way to put it. Is that like
don't let people tell you you're whatever you don't want to hear. Fuck them. Just get through middle school and high school. Once you graduate, have fun in your 20s. 21's awesome, but after 21, that shit goes by quick as, I mean, it's like pew.
yeah,
Pewing as fast as
it's
boy.
very good.
Enjoy your 20s, live it up, travel, go to shows, concerts, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Start a podcast. I mean, look at us. But I'm telling you, just get through the school shit. If you're not enjoying it, just get through your GED and be done with that.
Yeah.
That's my.
I mean, I'm glad you brought up the idea of like it being an evolution because honestly, it's like you come out raw,
Yeah.
like and you kind of get thrown into the world, and then that's like you're just a raw piece of clay, and then the world's gonna mold you into what they want you to be unless you do that yourself.
Right.
And so you have to take the initiative and say like, I'm not gonna let them put their like mold me into what they want me to be. I'm gonna mold myself and
Yeah.
like stick to your values, stick to your goals, and produce something or someone in yourself that you would envy, and then someone that you want to be, and then be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And dude, like I said, man, it's just part of growing up. I had a bunch of insecurities. I would, let's say if I was playing Little League baseball, we had like a pool party. I wouldn't even go jump in the pool because I was insecure about my body. Didn't want to take off my shirt. Didn't want to swim with my shirt on. But I didn't want people to know, like, oh, I'm swimming with my shirt on.
Yeah.
They think I'm insecure about my body. Like, that's how it stems. It's like a domino effect
Yeah,
in a way.
it
It's like,
is.
oh, God, they think I'm weird. I'm just sitting over here not doing
It
anything.
is a domino
Then it's
effect.
happened. It's just, but now I don't give a fuck what you think about me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'll come at you.
I mean, that's the way it is. Like, that's how you, that's,
I know I'm a likable guy. I know I'm a good guy because I've been told by so many people I've worked with from everyone. I'm like, you can't break me, dude. You can't tell me, oh, you look like this. I mean, you're not going to do anything.
well, that's the thing.
The people listening,
yeah,
don't let anyone tell you shit that you don't want to hear because
exactly.
they're just fucking assholes. There's just assholes in the world.
Yeah.
It's full of them. There's too many. It outweighs the good people.
Yeah.
There's just too many assholes. That's just how it
Yeah.
is.
And that's the thing. You are the captain of your own ship. You're the author of your own destiny.
You know what?
So like,
yeah.
I mean, all you can do at the end of the day is do what's best for you and what you want to create, what you want to make yourself into, and surround yourself with people that are like-minded. So like,
Dude.
like with me and Trey, like I surround myself with people who are like-minded. It may be a small circle, but that's okay because the people that are around you are ultimately what's going to affect the outcome the
Yeah.
most.
Just be true to yourself. Just be you. Be real.
Exactly.
I figured that out, and once I figured that shit out, man,
that's what.
I'm telling you. The older you get, I think I listened to Bill Burr talk about this. He nailed it. He's like, high school, you're just hey, you're doing whatever. You're just trying to figure it all out. 20s is like, I'm gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna work. You get to mid to late 20s, like, okay, I got to figure it. The 30s, you're like,
well, yeah,
30s, you just get a handle on it. You're like, okay, now I get how this works.
Yeah.
Then it's just like, you're just progressing constantly.
Right.
That's all it. But I'm telling you, man, when you go through shit like we did, if it's insecurities, hey, you were this dude. That was a big insecurity in me playing football. I was the slowest motherfucker. But there was moments where I got that was really good to feel was appraisal.
Right.
Like if they saw I was hustling, doing the hardest I could, even though I was about to fucking die.
Yeah.
They appreciated that and told me how good I did and fired me up, coaches or whatnot. That felt good.
Yeah.
I love that shit at work. Like, do you know how far that? I'm not saying you don't like pampering and just constantly telling somebody, oh, they're doing a good job, just make them feel good. That's not how it works. But when they're doing good, let them know. Don't blow smoke up their ass. Like, oh, dude, you know what I mean? Like, hey, dude, keep it up. Like, if you keep it up, you're going to go places. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because you can get to the point where you make someone like really arrogant.
Yeah.
But if you say like think of it as like a prize fighter. You want to say, yeah, you're good, but you could be better. You don't want to say, "Oh, you're the best in the world. You're the champ. You're the world
Mickey
champ."
And Rocky.
Because
Mickey talked to Rocky like he's a fucking
exactly.
piece of shit.
That's the thing. That's the thing. They're going to go into the next fight thinking that they're best in the world. And there's nobody can touch them, and they're going to get fucking rocked.
That's a very good point you bring up because once you get to you thought getting to the top was hard. Staying at the top's even harder.
Exactly.
You got a huge target on your back.
Yeah, everybody's coming,
and you got hungry people coming up trying to figure you out. And you got to keep evolving and figuring out ways to.
There's going to be
keep
people
knocking these people down the mountain.
Yeah, there's going to be people so like hungry for that spot way more than you are that it's not going to matter.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Try to hit okay on that. I just saw that. So we may not have video for that last part, but it's okay.
No, but yeah, dude, pick up a hobby. Hobbies are great. That, if you're going through difficult mental spots, dude, mental illness is a Like I said,
that's
a pandemic
issue.
within itself.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit. But dude, hobbies are awesome. This is a hobby.
Yeah. And
if you like outdoors, kayaking, archery, you fucking go shoot guns. I'm all for that. That's awesome. Golf. Golf is good.
You wouldn't realize how big of a...
Try to pick up a hobby you fucking suck at and try to get good at it.
We didn't realize how big, like, just going in, like, we go to the range, and I go and I train a lot, but just going in and shooting some, and I know I'm getting better, so that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
But just doing that is such a, like, stress release.
I love cutting grass.
Really?
I do, man.
Okay.
It's therapeutic. Now, when it's hot as shit, I feel like I'm putting in work.
Right.
Oh, the other day I came in, dude, because I'm one of the first houses in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
People had been like, oh, this is where I'm at. This is what I mean about insecurities in life. I don't give a fuck. I've gotten to where I don't give a, like, it's kind of dangerous. I should start giving a fuck a little bit. Bro, my shorts on the back, like swamp ass.
Oh, yeah.
You can see sweat
100%.
right through it, soaking wet. Like, I knew people were driving through the neighborhood saying, like, oh my God. Like, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, people probably think I shit or pissed my pants. But then I'm like, fuck them. I'm like, I'm out here with a push mower cutting my big side yard. I'm putting in work. It's like almost 100 degrees. Y'all are paying people to come do this shit.
It's probably more than 100 degrees.
I ain't paying nobody, but yeah, I might be out here with my khaki shorts on, swamp ass seeping through. At least I'm putting in that work. I did, man.
Yeah.
I didn't get the back done, and it's like a jungle out there.
That's
Hank will go through it because it's up past his, like his dick will be hitting roots. That kind of freaks him out, so he'll just shit and piss on the patio.
Damn.
That's like a hobby. I like doing, yard work at home when I feel like it. Work can be
right. That can be a little bit too much.
It's a physical demanding job, but it's fun. I like doing shit around the house.
But I mean, it kind of ties all back into what we were saying. Is like
find that escape.
Yeah, find something that you can kind of have that release. Something that gives you pleasure, but it's also something that's kind of like it brings you back to earth.
Yeah, and just to the younger crowd, man, just get through high school, get your GED. I'm telling you, 20s is fun. Enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
But once you get closer to 30, start, be like, okay, I got to figure this out. Like, I need to get me a boo thing, get a house, have a vehicle. Like, everything needs to be in your name. Like, you'll figure it out. But you got all your 20s to do it. They go by quick, but just enjoy the ride, man. Travel. We've gone to concerts together. Yeah. We've traveled together. I'm telling you, enjoy the ride through your 20s.
Yep.
Now we're at 30. We still get to do that. I'm about to get hitched. You're hitched.
Yeah.
And we get to do that. But our wives are like super BFFs.
Well, yeah, it's different. So like we were saying, enjoy your 20s because everything's gonna be just
shit
for
goes
you,
by quick,
right? But then, yeah, like you said, when you get to your 30s, you get into that spot. It's like
travel and
yeah. I mean, it's gonna
experience the world. Go to the far west, see how they do shit. You probably like, oh my God, I fit in with these people. I want to move out west.
Yeah,
figure it out, man.
you may
drink. Not too much.
You may go out and join a nudist colony or something. Who knows?
Do it.
Who knows?
Don't join like a fucking neo-Nazi colony or something. But...
yeah, make sure it's not like a Manson ex-Manson colony or something.
Nah, I think people are clear of that. That was a good topic. I think I hit it pretty good. I mean, yeah, I feel like everyone has insecurities unless you're just a preppy little bitch, and your parents tell you, "Oh, you're perfect, you're beautiful."
Yeah. Well, that's the way.
I was a heavy dude. I was fat. But now I'm older. It's cool because it's worked out in my favor.
Right.
Like I got a beard. I'm like, dude, I'm hairy as fuck. But dude, I embrace that shit. It's like, oh my God, you don't shave? No, because I'm not a pussy.
Well, and that's the thing.
I'm
now.
fucking like I got probably Icelandic blood running through my. I don't know. All kind of. I'm not gonna shave this shit. Like look at this. No, it's awesome. Meat.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
It's fucking weird when you shave it because you put on a shirt. You're like, what the fuck? I can feel the shirt rubbing up against my damn. Like, it's weird. No.
Well, yeah. Well,
if you're hairy as fuck, embrace that shit, bro.
And
that's because other people don't have enough testosterone. I have way too much testosterone. Look, I'm getting fired up now.
Yeah,
you do too. You're hairy.
Yeah.
So hairy just means you got a lot of testosterone. You ain't got to worry about taking fucking Viagra when you're 42 or some shit. Because dude, we got testosterone for days. So all you preppy bitches that were just like, oh, look at that guy, fucking look at his titty. Y'all probably got no fucking body hair now, and I'm over here like, all right, I'm going off the. I'm just saying, we're talking about insecurities and shit. I ain't scared about shit. I got a luscious red beard. I got fucking blue eyes. I got, I'm hairy. I'm a little chubby, but I got like a good, sexy dad bod. I got a beautiful fucking fiance.
Yeah, dude, you're
Like,
good.
Just that's what.
That's it.
All the haters, people make you feel insecure. That's
I'm telling you. That's it.
Wow, I went on a little bit of a
no, but that's it though, man. That's all about.
I'm getting excited, but I'm just like, dude, it's not worth.
Well, that's where you need to end up at.
Don't
you need
spend,
to be where you look at yourself as like, I've put in work.
Don't spend elementary school is fine, but getting to middle school onward was just a struggle for me. Don't spend 6 years, grade 6 through 12 or however long, beating yourself up. Like, fuck all that noise. Just get through school, study, do homework, make the best of it. If you want to go to school after you just get that GED, but just block out the haters. And
work on yourself.
Yeah,
because they're not going to work for you.
Yeah, people give you just stick true to your true friends.
Yeah, and if anybody says, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this for you for free," don't believe that shit. Nothing comes free. Nothing is for free. So, anyway, I believe that'll about wrap it up for us for this episode. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that was a good topic. Got a little crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but I kind of figured it would, but that was a thing. I wanted to bring it to kind of like a full circle, like why things are the way they are and how people get to the places they get,
Oh, dude, like me and you or people we went to high school with, we're talking, what, 12 years ago? Like, we couldn't get away with this. Now it's a lot. I think there's just more of this. You have to be careful what you do, what you say to people, because you will get caught out on that shit. I suppose back then it was like, nah, kids will be kids. That's all.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
It was.
But now it's like, oh shit, we probably need to handle this for you. He might go find a fucking AR-15 online and shoot up 20 people.
And that's the thing too.
Don't mean to that's what happens though.
Well, yeah.
And it's not worth that. That's not the answer. Fuck, the FBI's probably might have to cut this.
No. The thing about it is, it's like, it's not, and I don't want to get into this because this is political stuff, but like, it's not a gun issue. It's a people problem, and that's what's happening. Is society's gotten soft, and that's what you get. You get soft people with hard consequences, and they fly off the fucking rails.
Well, that's the only way they know how to solve it. They're like, no one's listening to me. No one,
right? Which is completely fucking asinine.
Just telling you, man. Like, you just get through high school. I tell you, grass is so much greener on the other side, regardless of what kind of experience you have. Just get through it. Enjoy the ride of your 20s. Go travel, meet all kind of people. I'm telling you, there's so many awesome, colorful, beautiful souls. We've learned that along the way.
Yeah, I mean,
and just screw all that noise.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have fun with it, because
do not let any negative energy in. If anyone comes up with negative vibes, energy, block that shit out. I've learned to do that.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing in building yourself, is blocking out negative or something that's going to bring you down.
Any kind of negative mojo comes your way, just be like, "Bye, Felicia."
Oh, yep. Bye. Here's the fucking door.
Yeah. Throw that shit out.
All right, man. Well, it's coming down to it. This has been a crazy episode 9, but it's been good. We covered some good topics that I thought was like very. It's like one of those things like a lot of people don't get into because it's like they don't know how to talk about it. But it's like, look, everybody goes through it.
And if y'all enjoy this, like, I can go more in depth. Like, this one's for the ones out there right now that's going through any kind of insecurities, any kind of struggle. Like, they have a hard time waking up, and like school just started back. I know it's easier said than done, but trust me, dude. Like, there was days, weeks, I felt like it was a living hell. I just did not want to be a part of it. But just get through it. Get your GED. Walk down. What do you call it? Walk and get your diploma.
Yeah, just walk
And
and
just
get your diploma.
kiss that bitch goodbye.
Yeah. I mean,
I made the right move though.
There's
by
so much
schools. I had an awesome time at my high school.
Well, there's so much more, like
it's a good
to
experience.
build upon.
Yeah,
you know, it's just there's so much more. There's so much
Life's
to see.
beautiful. It
so
really
much
is,
so much to do.
Life's so beautiful.
So, yeah, I mean, I kind of like to leave it right there.
Yeah, and you'll realize when you get closer to 30, your parents will drive you crazy more than anybody.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Well, yeah, because you kind of reverse roles. You go from being a child to a grown up. They kind of go from being grown ups to children again.
Love you, mom and dad, if you're listening. Holy shit, y'all drive me crazy.
Anyway, yeah, man, it's been great. It's episode 9.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we'll be back
next episode. I want to talk about Woodstock '99.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Woodstock '99. I'm gonna try to see Prey, and then we'll kind of give it a go. May add in some more things.
I want to talk about, like, dude, where we came from. Let's talk about us growing up. Like, what influenced us?
Okay.
Like music, movies, what we wore. That's another one. Like, we're talking about insecurities, how we dealt with it. Let's talk about what influences. I think Woodstock '99's a good.
Yeah, good like a pivot off of that.
Watch it, dude. You'll be like, damn, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because
holy
we were like,
shit, I can't believe I was a Backstreet Boys and NSYNC fan for like 2 years.
Yeah.
What the hell happened? We'll talk about why, though.
All right. Sounds good. But as far as this episode goes, this has been Between Two Beards.
It's 3.
Yeah.
Alan will be back.
My name's Tyler.
I'm Tway.
And we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Is it hot near you? Did you start it?
No, not yet.
Did you turn that fan on?
Yeah.
Fuck! Jesus. Oh my god, there's so much shit everywhere! Oh my god! Is that too loud?
Well, let's listen to it and see. Good evening, and welcome to Between Two Beards. Let's see over here. Alright, you can hear it. Okay, cool. I can hear it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Is it recording?
Oh,
It's recording.
That's why.
Does that sound alright?
No, you sound like shit.
Do it really?
No, you sound fine.
I'm just making sure, man, because I don't want to get way into it and you'd be like, oh, I'm going to fucking edit this. You were too far away from the mic. How hard is this going to be to edit?
Fucking hard.
Man.